Alright guys, KO Camp Race League here. So, well, Camp Race League here. I keep saying KO Camp for no reason, but, anyway, I talked about doing this video, I think, a while ago, since I do the diecast race series stuff, and I've never really done a video going over my entire diecast collection on this channel. Back then when I first started YouTube, I did do a video going over my whole entire diecast collection, maybe in 2017, and I'll be very honest, it has definitely grown way after that day in 2017. Also, my cat's over here trying to level me while recording. You'll probably see him and the other kid I have in my house walking around messing with the cars while I go over them. But yeah, so back in 2017, I really started doing racing on YouTube, and it really helped like grow my entire diecast collection. I mean, I was doing racing before I was on YouTube too with the year-long format, which I've known NASCAR since I've been a NASCAR fan since 2010. Really, that's when I first started learning about NASCAR. And obviously, that's the first year the year-long format started with the COTs and go through those seasons and everything. And yeah, basically also doing other series like the Master Gen 4 series, brought the Gen 4 collection up. I collected up Xfinity. I have my own little custom number cars and Indy cars getting up. And Gen 6 has over half my collection. And also, the next gens are starting to grow up. Also, I do want to note this as well. This is probably going to be about at least 95% of the cars, because I do have a bunch of cars boxed up in my attic, except for 5, which I keep in my room kind of hidden, that could be used for racing, but those cars boxed up in the attic, they're likely forever boxed up and can't be hung up in my room. And yeah, there's some interesting cars up there too that I can't show in this video. But anyway, this is probably the first interesting one I do have. This is one of my stepdad's old cars, because I got a lot of his, or I got all of his NASCAR diecasts he had here. And yeah, this is a special Hendrick Motorsports car right here, just a golden 25. I do also have an IROC car. This is the only IROC car I actually own. And I have no clue what this diecast is even for, and this is just a messed up Denny Hamlin car from back then in the pre-BMR and Air days I raced. And I don't really know where to start with this here, because I have so many diecasts right here. I also do have cars on the shelves. Actually, we'll start with the shelves first, because they're right behind this area. You don't want my dirty clothes to show here. But yeah, so I do have the shelves here. This is kind of like my little setup for all the other diecasts here. Yeah, big Jimmy Johnson fan. I got this back in 2018. And actually, there's some driver signatures on the back of this thing, if I can get it off the wall to where you can see it. Yeah, I'm just going to repin this later. Yeah, so let's see. Noah Gragson, Spencer Davis, I believe that's Myatt Snyder, and that's Ben Rhodes. So I have their autographs. I'll have to rehang that up later. The little pen thing fell off. But yeah, so this top shelf is really supposed to be for like my signed diecast. I did do some rearrangements with this to where there's some not signed cars on here, but I will know which ones are signed. Ross Chastain signed this one earlier this year. Chase Elliott signed this one back in 2019. This is his first win car. William Byron signed this earlier this year in Atlanta. This is a Jimmy Johnson car from a Chevrolet. Like it was their milestone win for 400, I believe. Dale Jr.'s Mountain Dew 88. This is one of my favorite interesting diecasts that I have. I bought a next gen when I went to Daytona last month. And yeah, Harrison Burton's 21 car. This is really kind of one of my favorite schemes this year, honestly. Also, the chrome numbers look very nice on this car. Bill Elliott, I got this from my grandparents' house. I believe it is signed by Bill and his crew chief, or maybe his brother. I can't remember. Matt DiBenedetto, congratulations to him on winning a Talladega in the Truck Series, and yeah, I got him. He signed this car last year. Then Kyle Larson, he didn't officially sign this car. I got this off of Circle B last year and won the sales, and yeah, it was a Larson signed car that was for sale. Then, yeah, Kyle Busch, one of my favorite drivers, Jimmy Johnson, #1 guy. His final start car. My senior ring is actually next to all this here. Then Kyle Larson's 5 car. I'm going to try to get another Byron car to put up here. I might get his Atlanta win from this year. Then I do have my first 124 car, Jimmy Johnson car here. And this really does have where most of the boxed up cars are that I do leave out. I just leave these types of boxes out because they're easier to store. And, yeah, then we go down here, and you got all my Jimmy Johnson cars. I will obviously be pulling out some of the COTs and this car for the future seasons in November. Then William Byron stuff here. I have the next gens already ready for me to use right there, because I literally have no room for Byron on this shelf, because he is currently my active favorite driver. And then, yeah, some more R124s down here. A Tony Stewart car, Zane Smith's truck. I'm going to go over this car in a second because it's signed. Jeff Gordon, a Mark Martin 5. I actually have 2 Gordon 24s like this. Ward Burton and Justin Allgaier, my favorite Xfinity driver. But yeah, so you know, Ty Dillon, this car is signed. My dad gave me this one Christmas, so to make Cam Spinner jealous, I have a signed Ty Dillon car. But yeah, then we go over here, Kyle Busch, another one of my favorite guys here. And just a lot of the N&M cars. I had his Gen 4-5 car here, but Jess Guido won a championship in it, so it's with the Champions cars here. But yeah, I have a lot of Kyle Busch 18s here. Obviously, running N&Ms a lot. His destroying the Xfinity field in 2021 set for his last year. Then yeah, Kyle Larson and stuff is all right here. I do need to rearrange to get the next gen put with this group. Justin Allgaier Xfinity diecast, which this is the car I ran in the Xfinity series, and I have Scott Dixon's IndyCar here. You probably noticed that Jimmy's IndyCar was sitting over here. Then yeah, Kyle Busch 124, and one of my favorite other 124s, Dale Jr.'s KFC car. And then going up here, there's really not really many major NASCAR diecasts here, except for Bill Elliott and Jeff Gordon back there. And then, yeah, I have more of the cars just set in the boxes here. I believe I recently bought Larson's Championship car, which is set up here, and I accidentally duplicated 2 next-gen cars here when I had my most recent big order before this current one. And yeah, then you have all the CRL Championship cars here, which did add on the 3 champions from the series finales I did, well, season finales I did last week. And there's another cat just trying to knock over cars. He actually knocked over this 18 car last week. I got really mad at him. They're not supposed to be up there, but you know, they're cats. They're just going to do whatever the hell they want. Oh yeah, another one of my favorite schemes I just remembered. Yeah, Harvick's Ford car he won Atlanta in 2020. And then there's Jeff Gordon's final ride. I just realized it was right there. And I think that'll give me a good area. We'll go to the shelf out here first before doing that. And there's my other cat running around. That's my real cat. But yeah, and, oh yeah, my best friend's cat Oliver right there. I just have a bunch of cat stuff for no reason. Yeah, Harvick's Gravedigger car. This is one of my favorite diecasts I have. Jeff Gordon, another Jeff Gordon 24. Like I said, I have 2 of those. Brett Moffitt's 16 truck. Whenever I was in 2019, whenever I went to Atlanta, I wanted to get a 124 truck, and this was really the best option I had. And then yeah, Johnny Benson's 10 car. And did someone just knock over a car in here? Oh, it's yeah, my sister's cat being dumb. Yeah, Johnny Benson's 10 car, Chase Briscoe's 98 Xfinity car, one of my favorite throwbacks too, I wish was in a 1/64 scale car. Then some more cars, I actually kind of bought these this year. Yeah, Dale Earnhardt, I have 2 of his 3 cars here. This one's a little weird looking, doesn't really have the windows correct. Yeah, there's Darrell Waltrip, that might be Dale Jarrett, Bobby Labonte right there, I don't remember. Jeff Green's number 10 car from the Busch days, and yeah, there's a Jeff Gordon Rainbow car. Alex Bowman's win at Auto Club, and this car does have a destroyed tire. Yeah, this right here is all destroyed. This is a Daytona promo car I got. Then Haley Deegan's number 1 truck because everyone's a simp for Deegan. So finally, you know, I'm going to close my door so these cats don't come in here and mess around on this video. But yeah, so 8 minutes in, and we've still got all the cars down here. I'm going to start on this side over here. So I guess starting off, I do have all the custom numbers, which if you remember the old channel that was deleted in the BMR era, I did run custom teams in that era. KLK Motorsports had like the 27, the 46, and other numbers. I ran my own custom 48s too, these 2 schemes right here. And I know there's a lot of cars I kind of denumbered, like all the Pacific Racing cars. There's a couple of 46s, I believe, too, in the 25. I used to have number 25. I made this 5 car actually for I forgot what series. I forgot. Oh yeah, because I was when I tried to do the series last year and it never worked. And yeah, this is the only LG Toledo team car that's still numbered, and I still have this funny number that Brady C wanted to use for a series. Then I guess we'll go to the Xfinity cars. So the Xfinity series, I really kind of grew this collection up earlier this year when I was doing that Xfinity series. So the 0 car, and you got Alex Sadler's 1 cars. Obviously the Pilot car is not over here, and yeah, just really nothing much to say about these cars here because really I never really got to use them a lot. They were actually in some of the BMR era races. I know this 19 was used by Grant Hoover in the first NESCS season. The 16 was there. And yeah, you'll notice the other Allgaier cars are all right here. The reason why they're not over their own shelves is because I'm trying to just have enough room for cars there because I'm still adding on diecast as I go here. And yeah, so like Xfinity cars, I've had a couple of these for a few years, and some of them are recently bought. Probably one of my favorites is going to be this Ritz car because, you know, the joke's about vibing in the Ritz car. But, yeah, definitely a cool car. I also bought some of these cars from 2020 because I'm usually kind of more of a patriotic person, not a person wanting to destroy America over certain things. And that 47 really spoke to me in this 74 as well. I really like those cars were made as well, because, you know, you really don't get many underdog cars made as well in the field here, just like Mike Harmon's cars right there. Then you got the COT cars. You will be seeing these in the Mounted Cost Series Season 2. Well, most of them, I know the 3, the 5, 10, 11, who else? The 20, 21, 22, 24, the 27, 29, 31, 33, then I think almost a whole back row, but the 55 will all be in the next season. There is a 20 driver roster already set for that series. Don't really think we'll get any more people added on, because I'm really not taking signups on YouTube anymore much, except for Connor Jacklin and Cam Spinner. And yeah, only William Donuts and Ryan Smith have not responded on Discord about wanting to run in the series. So yeah, that's basically the roster right there right now. I mean, like, the 14 and the 17 are probably the biggest numbers that are still open in this field here for the Mounted Cost Series Season 2. And we're going to go back a little bit in NASCAR era, the Gen 4 cars. And I do have a decent-sized Gen 4 collection. Actually, I'm going to pull out these other boxed-up cars real fast, because they also do have something to do with Gen 4 if I do run them next season. Got some of those next-gen test cars there. But these two right here, I bought these for the Gen 4 Season 7 if people do want to run these numbers. I did buy the, I actually didn't even know that this car was ever made. I did buy Jack Sprague's Zero car, and then Johnny Benson's number 10 car. This is a car I'm surprised I never actually got in 164, and I'm just really glad I found a Zero car. And if these cars don't get taken for that series, I'm keeping them in the box, because I don't want them to get ruined if they're not even going to be used for a diecast series. And then, yeah, going over Gen 4, so most of these cars have ran in the Bass for Gen 4 series seasons. I might have added on some recently that haven't raced yet, but they will. Because I know in the next Gen 4 season, I'm going for more of the cars that are usable, easier usable, than the ones that don't want to be usable. So there will probably be a bit of a roster limit. I could add on more Gen 4 cars when I go to Atlanta next year. Because this series probably wouldn't return next year till maybe like July or August next year. Because I feel like it's going to depend on whenever the Mounted Cost Series, Exalted Cup Series seasons end. Also, IndyCar is going to be starting before the series too, because I want to run an Indy 500 again in May. But yeah, the number one, I don't really know the driver of this number 1 car. Obviously, this is a Steve Park car right here, the number 1 car, or Jeff Green. I don't know who drove that car in that year. Then you got a number 3. I know Brady C ran this 3 car engine in that last Gen 4 season. Actually got 4th in the points in it. And you know what's funny? Both these cars are actually from the same year, but they look totally different too. That's something funny I realized last night when I was setting the cars up. Number 4, I did buy a new 4. That's a little bit bulky. A couple of Gen 4 cars I've recently bought are a little bit bulky. The only reason why I got a brand new 4 car is because this one is just so war-torn from way back in the day when I was doing racing. Number 5, I might get another Kyle Busch Kellogg's 5 car, because the other one is sitting with the Champions cars. The number 6, I might try to do the 6 car next season. This is the only one I could use, and I mean, it does kind of have rubber tires. I just don't know how the rubber tires are going to run in qualifying, so I don't want someone to get screwed over having a rubber tire car in the field. Then number 8, I'll probably return with the 8. I may not use this one because of rubber tires, but this one I just don't feel comfy using the Dale Jr. car. I want the real Budweiser car and feel just like we're going to get with the 29 and the 4 and the next diecast seasons when they come in November. Then at number 9, I'm going to use this one here. I bought this car back at Atlanta earlier in the year. Definitely one of my favorite number 9 cars I always forget about. Then the 01, I bought the U.S. Army car earlier this year at Lambeau Speedway. The 02, 03, the 10, I don't really have any other 10 cars but this one. The 12, I did buy this 12 for the series, and it's a little bit bulky. I could probably try to find a not so bulky Ryan Newman 12 car. The 15, that's going to be a car definitely being used in that series. And the 16, the 17, there's a duplicate 17 here. The number 18, I do have 3 18s. This one would be used in Gen 4. I might use the 19. It has the rubber tires, like I said, just issues with using those cars. The 20, this was actually the runner-up in the last Gen 4 season. Then number 21, I probably use this one. It is a little bit weird on the bottom of the car feeling it. And then this 21 was ran by my dad in the CRL when he raced for a little bit. The 22 car would definitely be used. The 24, I'm going to use one of these. The 24 I had in the season I did last year, it wasn't really good on speed. So I bought a new one in Atlanta, which I believe should be the new one I'll probably end up using. The 25, the 27, I did buy this earlier this year at Lambeau Speedway. There was 2 McDonald's cars in a box, and I figured it'd be funny to buy both of them. Then number 28, yeah, I can use any of these 28s for that next season. The 29, the 31, this is a little bit of a bulky 31, just like the Dale Earnhardt car, actually. Then a 32, I've used both these 32s, actually, in the CRL before. Harley Thomas ran this 32 in a year-long format, actually, back then. Because I used to do, like, the Gen 4 COT and Gen 6 mixed up back then because I didn't have so many cars. Timothy Askew in this 32 car nearly won a championship. Hope Wilmington as well. The 33, I do actually have a real Skull Bandit 33 now, but it's boxed up, actually. Then this number 33 I'd probably use in next season. This is, I bought a duplicate of this car. This is Tony Stewart 33 from Busch Series days. Then the number 34, the 35, I do have the other Tabasco 35. It is boxed up. The 36, I have two 38s. I'd probably use this 38 in the next season. The 40, 41, these 43s, they are a little bit weird. They're a little bit skinnier. These were actually the cars that Lily Adams used back in the day. So this was the car that basically destroyed the field at Dover 6 times in the pre-BMR era. Then, yeah, just rest Gen 4 cars. I did get my racing number. This 59 is actually Jimmy Johnson's car. It's one of my favorite cars in the group. So is this number 81, which nearly won a Gen 4 title, actually, with me in it. Then there's the rest of the field, and you do see these two poor war-torn cars as well from back then. This car is actually partially crushed, and I'm pretty sure it's the exact same diecast as this 93 right there. Man, I don't even want to know what happened to that car, actually, to be honest. And yeah, there's the rest of the Gen 4 group. So I'm going to IndyCar. These cars will return. I might get a couple more. And you will notice some of them are missing wings as well. I don't know why. Some of the cars' wings don't really fall off. I know this one fell off recently. And I can glue them back on. Like this number 4 does have the wing kind of glued back on. But yeah, the Indy cars, they're mainly the 2020 cars. I did just recently get this one, Felix Rosenquist, number 7, which I believe Alexander Rossi is going to run in next year. Actually, I heard about that yesterday. Yeah, not much to say about IndyCar, though. I mean, there will be a first IndyCar season next year. That's in the plans. Just don't want to make a schedule yet for it because I want to focus on the current series and just go on from there. So I guess we'll go and do the next gens here next because they are also the easiest to get to. Yeah, the next gen cars, you obviously did see the 24, the 5, and there are also two 18s over there. This is the rest group. I have nearly every Gen 7 next gen car made so far. And yeah, like the number 2s, the 4s, the 6, the 9s. Yeah, just everybody that's been made so far. There are more cars coming in too, which I am currently waiting on. And I think one of the 3 orders I made just shipped today. I don't know if the rest of them have shipped yet. I need to check my emails again. But yeah, next gens coming in 2023 for the year-long format. Look out for that Daytona 500 next year, actually. And yeah, we're going to continue recording here. We're going to go over the trucks here, then we'll go over the Gen 6s last because they are actually the biggest group here. So the old school trucks here, I have a few of the older trucks. I might, I'm considering doing a truck series again with these trucks next year. Or it'd be late next year because it'd be like going into 2024 most likely. And yeah, I'll have to add more trucks. I'll get those at Landmark Speedway next year. Then I have the current trucks. So I'm very disappointed in Lionel with the Truck Series diecast because I don't really think they made enough trucks. Like there's no KBM number 18, number 4. Like why? Like they just don't make enough trucks, honestly. And I wish they could or I wish they would make more. And yeah, they're just like, nah, unless it's Chase Elliott, Kyle Busch running the Truck Series, we'll make it, but everyone else, yeah, y'all are screwed. So now we'll finally get to the rest of the cars here, which are all the Gen 6s here, and as you can tell, they are the biggest collection, and they're not even sorted in number order. I sorted all the Gen 6 cars by year, actually, and funny enough, within the years here, they almost all start with the number 1 car, but 2016, 2015, and 2013. 2013 crazy enough starts off with the number 11. But, yeah, so most of these front Gen 6 cars, they will be in the Exalted Cup Series Season 2. Actually, after doing this video, whenever it's going up on YouTube, I'm going to go ahead and put all these cars back, and I'm going to pull out all the COT cars and the Gen 6 cars and leave them in one of these drawers back here till November when I get back with the series. But yeah, 2013 does start off here. I did recently get some of these cars. I probably have had some of these cars for a long time. The number 15, that is the newest one in the group. I do have the Ford 13. Actually, hey, I don't have a COT 13, actually. And I think actually the oldest car in this group I can tell are these two 88s. This was my brother's 88 for a while. I just stole from him. And yeah, this is a very old Diet Mountain Dew car. I got this back in 2013. The 2014, let's see, the number 9, this Ambrose car is probably the oldest one in this group here. And also this 24 too is, you can actually tell there was some there was some tape on top of this car for like a chase banner for a while. And yeah, these cars and plus some of these 2015s will run the next season. The Camrys won't run the next Exalted Cup Series season, but they'll run the season 3 season for it there. And I am going to also get a Carl Edwards 19 pretty soon. I do have his 2016 throwback, but I don't have his 2015 or the main Eras car. It's just the throwback app for him. And yeah, these cars will all mainly appear next Exalted Cup Series season. Then going through the next few cars here, these are cars that have appeared in racing before. I'm going to zoom in the camera a little bit and not go way too over the Indy cars here. But yeah, these are most of the cars I kind of had for a while. The 78 is pretty new. I finally found that 78 car. I'm glad I did. And then, yeah, these cars I've had for a while for most of them, I would say. Then, yeah, 2017, obviously. Then you go down the years here. And actually, 2021, because these last 2 years have really been the first few years where I've had my own money to really spend on cars. The first few years was kind of getting my mom to buy a lot of these here, just begging her to let me get some of these cars. And it mostly worked. Sometimes it didn't. And yeah, that's basically how the collection grew. But now it really grew because I've had my own job for a few years now. And yeah, I just don't really want to go all the way back there and show all the cars, but you can kind of see them in the screen here. But yeah, they're all sorted out by year. And yeah, 2020 and 2021, I have the most of. Then 2018 is very close. I don't know what happened in 2019 or 2015. There's like no 2015 cars, to be honest. But yeah, that'll do it here for this video. My throat does hurt from talking so much for 20 minutes straight now, so I don't really feel like talking anymore. But I just want to do this video, kind of go over the diecast collection. This will grow a little bit more within the next gens. I'll be honest though, I am mostly done collecting diecast. I could probably add more Gen 4s that are usable in races and stuff. Or yeah, more next gens, or no, more next gens and the more Xfinity cars maybe. And yeah, more old school trucks. But yeah, it's about it. And more Indy cars. I do want to get some more the Indy cars to use in races. But yeah, that'll do it for the video here. Yeah, I'm tired of talking so much right now, guys. I just feel like I don't need to talk anymore. But yeah, thank you for watching this video here, and of me just talking for 22 minutes straight here. If you did see the whole video, salute to you there. And yeah, be on the lookout pretty soon for more diecast series. Also, in 2003, which is on my laptop over there on my table, which I'm going to work on schemes later. I do have work today. I've been working 5 days in a row the last 2 weeks. I've been back from vacation. So it's real, and I really only have Monday and Tuesday off right now, so we'll see how that goes. And obviously, I haven't really talked about much yet, but I am officially getting started to get set up to go to college next year too. So that'll be something else to look out for in 2023 with all the racing going on my channel. Once again, thank you for watching. This is KK Wrestling signing out, and I'll see y'all next time.